Welcome back, my friends, to Lammis Creations DIY. My name is Tammy. Today I'm participating in the Sunday Funday challenge. Let's get crafting. So I have this frame. It's a black frame. It was a fairly new one, but the glass was broken in it. So I took all the tags off, put that other piece aside, giving the frame a nice sanding so that I can take it outside and spray paint it. Give it a sanding, clean it off, take it outside and spray paint it brown. Now, taking this foam core I picked up at the dollar store in Ontario here, I'm going to take the backing of the frame in a minute here, as soon as I speed it up a bit. There we go. And I'm going to place it on the foam core, trace it out with a pen, and then cut it out with my craft knife. Here I am, just with a ruler and my craft knife. I'm going to cut it out. I kept getting stuck, and then I realized I was cutting my ruler. It's kind of funny. So now I have a ruler with a jagged edge. It's all good. Now, taking these colors, I'm starting off with the blue first. I'm going to paint about a third of it in blue. Just pouring on the paint and painting away, brushing away. Next, I'm going to take this orange. I'm going to mix in a little bit of red and a little bit of brown because I wanted a brownish orange color. And I'm going to paint the middle color with this brownish orange color. The middle color, the middle part. Then, taking my yellow, I'm going to paint the bottom part. And you'll notice I'd make a huge mistake. Look at all that paint. There was a little too much there, but I worked with it. It all came out at once. Now, taking a dry chippy brush and some water, I'm not spray painting my brush, I'm spraying my brush with water, and I'm going to mix and hue the colors together. I'm going to go from the yellow to the orange, and then I'm going to go from the blue to the orange and vice versa, orange to the blue, just to combine the colors all together. I just keep working at it and adding more blue and adding more orange, and just keep going at it until I feel there's enough and how I like the color. If you're a returning subscriber, I would like to say hello and welcome back. Thank you for returning and coming back to see me. If you're new to my channel, or if you're coming over from another channel, hi, welcome. We love having you here. Please, if you could, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to punch that bell. Now, I got this welcome sign at Walmart. It was on sale for like $2. And some of these letters I got from Dollarama. And this stencil, which I ended up not using, but it was in my mind at the time. So first off, I'm going to stick the welcome stickers on the top part of the blue. This was a pain in the katusha, let me tell you. I decided, because the W gave me such a hard time getting it on there, I would cut it into pieces to make it a little bit easier to get on. But this was quite fun to make. Just finishing with my letters, trying to get them all looking like what they're supposed to look like. And then moving on to the other stickers. Placing them on. And each one of my videos, I made a mistake in every single one of them. But being a crafter, I went with it and fixed it the best I could. Even we make mistakes, but there's always a way of fixing it up. Now, using my black paint marker, I write in the last word. Welcome to our perfect chaos. Just blackening in the words a little more, making them stand out. And that's what it looks like so far. Now, taking the Mod Podge, first I rub all the letters down with my finger because they were having issues sticking. So that's where I decided to do the Mod Podge. I'm Mod Podging first over all the letters because I wanted those to stick down well so they would stop popping off on me. And then after I've done the letters, I decide to Mod Podge the entire sign. Basically because Mod Podge, even though it's a flat finish, it still has its own kind of finish to it. So I wanted the whole sign to look the same. Turn my sign around, and this is where you'll see I make my mistake. Oops. Look at those smudges. It's a good thing that this video has no sound, or you would have heard of some really not nice words. But I went with it, because what's chaos without a chaotic word? Now trying to put my sign back into the frame and realize, yeah, okay, it doesn't fit. Even though I measured, it still didn't fit. So I had to trim it down, put it in, put the back on, which I had fun trying to get on because, of course, it would not fit back on again. But we made it fit. Squished it right down there. Used a pen. Ugh. Wipe off the glue that I got on there. Clean it off. And there it is. Welcome to our perfect chaos. I like it. It stands out. It's bright. And it's chaotic. Now I have this little box. It came with acrylic paints in it. It was a little set. And I wanted to use half of it. So I took off the little clips on the front. Just with a tiny screwdriver. Excuse me. And I stick everything into a little baggie so that it's all together. These hinges, let me tell you, had me grinding my teeth like you wouldn't believe. Whoever put this little box together stripped the little tiny screws, and they're so small, it's hard to find a screwdriver to fit it. Boy, did I not say good words with this. But in the end, I never did show you how I took it off because it was fun trying to get it off. But I got it off. Let's just say the hinges don't work anymore. Sanding it down, wiping it off. And I give this, I think I did it 3 or 4 coats of this white paint. I wish I would have spray painted it. It probably would have came out a lot easier. Now that it's all dry, it's time to put some letters on it. Sorry if you hear sounds of four-wheelers. I'm outside on my porch doing my voiceover and people are driving by. First, I was going to write in the Breault family, but then I decided let's just trace on Santa. Using my same trick with the carbon paper, I just trace over it. Learned this from the Crafting Cousins. And now look what happened. Here's mistake number 2. Ta-da! Yep. I guess the paint was still a little bit tacky. It was super, super warm that day when I was crafting. I shouldn't have been crafting that week. Everything was just messing up. Yep. Boo-hoo. Thumbs down. Sitting there. Okay, what do? I tried rubbing it off. That doesn't work. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, we're going to paint over it the best I can. Getting my white paint back out. And a small brush. I paint over the biggest parts of the black. And then I take a small little brush and I paint finely in between the words of Santa. The best I could. And then I left it for the day. I was done with making mistakes, so I came back the next day. This is what it looks like. Okay, what now? So I just went for the flow. I figured let's just keep going and we'll figure it out at the end. Taking my red marker, paint marker, I'm going to color in the letter Santa. And then I write in the words North Pole. Taking my green paint marker, I write in the word for and the word express. Now, taking on my inspiration, there was this little tiny pretend stamp on it, so I cut it out as close as I can, and I'm going to Mod Podge it right in the corner there. I wanted to make this actually last year, and I never got around to doing it, so I thought this would be a perfect time to make it and show you guys all at the same time. Taking my black paint marker, up in the left side corner, I'm going to write the Bros, because that's where you would write your return address. Now, taking these acrylic stamps, they're winter swirls, and my green marker, paint marker, I'm going to color in the top edges there, and of course, you see, I dropped it. And then I stick the swirl on. It works out. It's good for me. Now, taking this Christmas ribbon, I got it at Walmart such a long time ago. They don't even have these stickers anymore on their stuff. Like, that's how old this ribbon is. But it's nice and soft and velvety. I'm going to cut off pieces to go along the top, the bottom, and the two sides. And I'm just going to hot glue them on. Hot glue it onto the top of the board, fold it over, and hot glue it onto the side of the board. Trimming off any extras. I do the same thing for the top. Then, taking the side one, I hot glue it again on the top and along the side. But I'm going to show you here how I finish the edges. I just fold one piece down, and then I kind of in a triangle fold the other piece over. Excuse me. Hot gluing it down first. There, I hot glue the one piece that's laying flat, and then I hot glue the other piece folded over. I do the same to the other side. I don't show the other side because I was out of frame, but I do show you again like I am right now. Any extras, trim it off. And just fold it straight down, fold it over like a little triangle, and glue it into place. Nice little finished edges. So then, because that black is still in there, I decided, okay, we're going to distress it. Taking some black acrylic paint and a paintbrush, I take off most of the paint and I just dry brush all over the envelope, which is supposed to look like, and then I sand over top of it to smooth it all in together. And here is what it looks like. I like it. Even with the black mistakes, I still actually really like it. This video is hosted by the Deco Easy. They are some wonderful, wonderful crafters. I will have their link in the description box below. They make all sorts of crafts. You need to go and check them out. And also by the Crafting Cousins, Kay and Trish. I am so happy I found these two because they are wonderful crafters and just wonderful human beings all together. They have another channel called Crafting Cousins Create. Say that 10 times fast. I will have both those links in my description box as well as the playlist so you could check everyone else out. Now, taking this frame, I took it all apart and I'm going to clean it up real nice on the front and on the back. And for some reason, this glass does not come out of this frame. Now, measuring the frame, because I wanted to make sure whatever I put in it was going to be in the opening where you can see. So I measure around the sides. And then taking the cardboard that came into the frame, I measure that out. And I draw in my box so I know exactly where I need to put my image. Smart, right? You would think. But you'll see my third mistake soon. Now, measuring that inside box, I take this burlap fabric that I got from the dollar store, and I do the same measurements as what that inside box should be, and I cut it out. Using my little marker there, tracing it out, and I cut it out with my scissors. See? Fits, right? Looks good. It's within that box. Using Mod Podge, I Mod Podge it down. I do a nice generous coat. stick the fabric on top. Trying to smooth it down because it still had a little bit of curve, so I swished it down. And then I Mod Podged the edges, just to help keep it staying stick down. I didn't want to Mod Podge on top yet because I wanted to write in my words still. Now, taking my black marker pen, I write in my words. This is one of my mistakes for this one. They all kind of spread. Every word kind of spread on this, but it's fine. What does it say? Yes, farts are always funny. I have 3 boys and a husband. Farts are always funny. Now it's time to put it all back together. So putting it back into the frame, I put the backing on, I turn it around, and great. The cardboard is showing. I swear I measured it. I swear I measured it. But there's my other mistake. So, taking it all back apart, we can fix this. Grabbing this other burlap ribbon-ish stuff, I glue it around. Why not? Gives it a little more character. Cutting off my pieces, hot gluing them into place. Using a popsicle stick for the glue because that stuff seeps through and it burns your fingers. Trust me, it burns your fingers. Be careful with it. Hot gluing the last one into place. Now let's stick it back in. Should work now, right? Better work now. And ta-da! It works. It actually looks better. And there it is, sitting in my bathroom. Farts are always funny, especially in this household with all boys. I would like to thank you for sticking to the end of this video. If you could, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Tammy-Lou Breault. You can join me on Facebook at Lammas Creations DIY. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that notification bell. I would like to thank Deco, Easy, and the Crafting Cousins for hosting this challenge every month. It is super fun joining in. I love all these ladies, and I love listening and crafting alongside of them. I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!